push by Stenhouse Jr.
We just saw Brett Dalton.
All right, guys, I'm back.
Give the cross
Guys, this is only so this is part 2 of the Talladega Yellow Walk 500 reactions.
If it were to
this is point number 2. We just got done with part.
They're all running down.
We just got done with point number 1.
He's gonna run low. He's gonna force
God,
off the
black car, Kyle Weissek.
Bit of 3 wide there, 4 wide momentarily with the lap car.
Kyle Weissek.
Always a little nerve-wracking. It's a great example of how much wider this track is than Daytona. 4 wide at Daytona, man. You are inches apart. Here, there's enough room.
Still the intensity, the energy building on that inside and second line.
Oh, the 47 really aggressive into the back bumper of Alex Bowman in the 48 on the outside. He's got speed and momentum side.
Bowman in the lead! Yes! Come on, Bowman.
As we look at organizations fighting for positions, you have Joe Gibbs Racing with Christopher Bell on the inside, Alex Bowman and Hendrick Motorsports on the outside. Things picking
Bowman's
up for
being
Ricky
pushed.
Jr. as well. 155 beats per minute.
Me as well. My heart rate is going up as we show those high shots going down the backstretch. The corners aren't as bad. The cars seem loaded, have a pretty good plan, but when they come down the backstretch or even through the front travel, just so much dancing back and forth, Marty. It's only going to take one little misstep to create a big accident.
Boy, look at that heart rate in the middle of this pack for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 154 beats per minute. That's like you on the Stairmaster, isn't it, Steve? But Stenhouse hanging in there with a terrific run. He has been in the top 5 this entire stage, and the Sunny D onboard shows us what that view is like from the front of the pack. And remember this week, big week for Stenhouse. Got a contract renewal with JTG Daugherty Racing. His birthday was just the other day. Stenhouse would love to cap it off with a win at Talladega, his second.
2 by 2 for the lead and on back. Top 2 separating themselves. And which one will edge out in front? Now the help coming on that outside line. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is going to give the 48 a shove.
Oh, look at that mess behind, 3 and 4 wide. They all got stacked up. Chastain in that green car jumped to the outside, made it 3 wide. I don't think he really wanted to be there. I think he had to go there or run in the back of somebody. They're all starting to get confident and push each other in the corner.
Oh my God, Bill!
The 20 car off of turn 2. All of them jumped out of throttle when they saw that for a second.
Big wiggle out of Christopher Bell.
Oh my God. Oh, Bowman, no! No! Come on, man! Dang it!
19 of Mark Truex Jr. also involved.
Try to keep it rolling. Try to keep it rolling.
Oh, Kyle Busch!
Also spinning.
No!
Right before this.
Are you serious?
14 points above the cutoff line.
Nice work today.
The 19.
You gotta be
Only 2
freaking
points above the
on
cutoff
the
line.
cloud.
Junior, you just talked about the confidence.
Reddick!
It seemed like the runs were coming and there was more contact.
Mom.
Finally, too much contact, and the 48 gets turned down the backstretch. Tyler Reddick involved as well.
We have seen this so many times. Somebody up front getting turned. And right there, we saw it again, where the guy fighting for the lead in Alex Bowman gets turned into the wall.
And all got out of the gas before the 20 got loose on it, too. Creates a huge gap and a big run. And the 47, I mean,
Steno!
it's the same bump that he did multiple times before. And that time, it just turns the 48
Freaking
into the
idiot.
outside wall.
You ruined Bowman's chin. Now he's gonna get eliminated.
Man.
Big hit for Alex Bowman. That'll put him in a huge hole.
And Ricky's thinking, man, I've been pushing him multiple times just like that. There's Truex. See, he was trying to get slowed down. It's right on the roof of the 47 car.
Look.
Oh, see, the minute he hit
Damn
the
it.
made contact,
Dang it.
then it shot the 47 to the left, and now he's in the right rear quarter panel. It just slings him off to the right. These guys have nowhere to go. Wonder how much damage is on Truex.
Chase. That was Chase's fault.
It was a combination of all of that. They were all bump drafting together. Here you go, a better shot. Watch the 9
Oh, yeah, it was
Chase Elliott.
Chase who did
Gets in
it.
the back of
Well,
Stenhouse.
Chase,
Moves
I
him
still
forward.
like you.
Now here comes Stenhouse.
I know Chase.
Almost to the back. Boom, another shot.
It was an
and there goes the
accident,
48
Chase. I
Bowman.
know.
Everybody
I know.
trying to push
Chase,
each
it's
other 'cause
okay.
it's
It's
gonna
okay.
make
I
you
know
go
it's an
faster.
accident.
But just the timing of it got
I
off.
know.
It's going a little bit quicker than Alex Bowman could handle.
Dang, big wreck. Christopher Bell's on board. Dude, that just turned the 48 Bowman into front.
Crash behind you. Crash behind you.
You know, we always want to say, well, whose fault was it? You know, sometimes racing happens. And here at Talladega, I don't know what Stenhouse could have done different. I don't know what Alex Bowman could have done different. I don't know Chase Elliott should have done anything different. You have to push each other. It just was bad timing.
Junior, that onboard of Chase Elliott, when he was pushing the 47 so much, you could see the deck lid and the tail separate. Like the yellow, there would become a black line there. I mean, that is some big shots moving that 47 down the backstretch. But we've continued to see it all day. I think that's what you have to do. Let's take a look again here, Junior on board with the 9. And look, when he hits right above the word Sunny D, look at that. I mean, it literally flexes the tail from the thing. I mean, that is a big shot for Ricky Stenhouse. That momentum has to go somewhere.
And one of the important things for the spotter of the 9 car in that situation, Chase Elliott can't see the 48 car. He does not know how close the 47 is to the 48. He doesn't know when the 47 is going to get to the bumper of the 48. The spotter of the 9 has to say, hey, if you're going to push him, all right, he's a car length away. He's half a car length away. He's there. That's time for the 9 to stop pushing. They have to have that communication going on. But all the things that happened off of turn 2 where the 20 got loose sort of created a gap and then a huge run that I don't think anybody was prepared.
Serious?
And then it's just proximity, right? Once you have a car spinning, especially off the front of the field, I think we should be perhaps surprised more cars got through than the ones that actually got caught up into it.
Listen in on Chase Elliott's audio.
Did I push him too hard? The 47 here? I didn't feel like I was pushing him very hard to cause that, but yeah, I felt like I was just barely kind of pushing him, and then all of a sudden he was, sideways up one ahead.
So that tells me exactly what you said, Dale. Like, so Chase is saying, I wasn't hitting him that. I wasn't worried about moving the 47. I just don't know if he was aware the 47 was coming to a car in front of him. So he might not have been pushing as hard as the 47 slows down at the same time, and you kind of get that bumper car reaction.
Dave, Kyle Busch fans could see the 18 car bottom part of the replays there squashed 4 wide. And so Kyle got a lot of damage here on the left rear, which is where they're going to work on it. Well, as he was going back down the backstretch, he said, man, it is smoking hard in here. They said, so don't blow a tire and make it even worse. The big thing they wanted to check on that left side was to make sure the crush panels aren't pushed down on where the tire would go or be exposed to where the tire would be up in that wheel well so that you ruin the next Goodyear tire. So they'll cut away some things here, see if they can get Kyle back out there. Remember, he had a decent points cushion coming in here. They'll try to repair him, stay on the clock, and get him back.
Just got to be careful here, Rick. You can't add parts back in it. So cut as much as you need, but no extra.
So the big one happens up front. Alex Bowman into the wall, collecting quite a few cars.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Pain happens in many forms, but that doesn't scare Blue Emu. Delivering fast-acting pain relief in a cream, spray, and lidocaine in a soft foam applicator. Blue Emu works fast and you won't stink. Official partner of MLB and Nascar.
I need to try it first.
According to authorities, a massive sinkhole devastated several city blocks in Los Angeles. Based on the size and unknown depth, there is little hope of finding any survivors.
Get fantasy predictions, rankings, and betting trends. Plus news and analysis from our experts. Play with confidence today. Visit NBCSportsEdge.com/learn.
We've been to the moon, through the glass ceiling, and down the red carpet. We've glued millions to their seats and brought the world to their feet. And still, we're not done yet. So much more to see and do. So many more journeys to make. Celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. Come with us.
NASCAR on NBCSN is brought to you by Ford. Built Ford proud. Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR. Visit GoCreditOne.com. And by Monster Energy. Unleash the beast.
Well, it took a few moments, but finally, after Ricky Stenhouse collected his breath, he was able to evaluate what happened in that wreck with the 9 and the 48. Here's what he had to say.
Let the 9 know we're all good with how he was doing it. I was good with the push from the 9. It was all working well. Just every time I got to the 48, he was like all over the place when I got to his bumper. And 9 just shoved me one last time there, and it got the 48 loose.
So, Jeff, to your point a moment ago, situational is what happened right there. They know they have to push each other. They want to have that run. Just happened to put the 48 in the wall.
Yeah, it was interesting. He said the 48 was all over the place. I don't think he was talking about him as a driver. He was talking about his car. His car was unstable moving around. And the more unstable the car is, when you push him, the easier chance it is to move him out of the way and ultimately wreck him.
Remember, the 47 Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is wearing that wearable root band. Well, look right here, 156 per minute. He's going to get a run. I'm excited to see if this heart rate goes up as it all goes sideways. That's the highest we've seen really all day long. 160 right here. And he knows, you know, the wreck was behind him, but that activity strain over 11. Heart rate 160, Greg. I mean, that's...
And it went 161 just as it was going off the screen there. So you know that the intensity is picking up quite a bit, especially up front. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., who has had great success on super speedways, a win already here at Talladega. That heart rate went up as he was getting up toward the front, challenging for the lead. We see it live. It's dropped back down to 120, 121. As we're getting ready for the restart. Dave.
A little more repair on Kyle Busch's race car. They believe they have the tire clearance on the left rear. One thing they were going to try to do the last time the 18 was down pit road was to see if it would take.
Look at that damage to Kyle Busch.
On the next stop. They did not get a chance to do that because they didn't want to
Dude, come on. Bone's going to get eliminated. Little playoffs now. Dang it. Ball,
playoff drivers Kyle Busch, Truex, Alex Bowman. One thing this does help is Kyle Larson currently 4 laps down, but still on the racetrack. They're able to repair that 5 car.
And also 78,
4 laps down, and every other car that gets in an accident just helps him kind of save a few points for the day.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars involved.
Pace car off the track.
Dang, 10 cars involved, big one.
On the outside.
This is actually the second big one.
They now.
I hope Stenhouse wrecks. We'll find out. Green flag's back in the air. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will leap the field back to the green flag here at Talladega.
Big push out of the 9 of Chase Elliott. That outside line separating themselves, the top 2.
Stage 2, 17 to go.
Goes by. Always weird how it looks like 2 guys got it figured out. They're going to drive right by the field.
What's going to happen? Whoa!
Organizes quickly in the next corner and goes by.
Dang, Infield Alfredo.
Straight away. 3 cars on the inside, 2 organized on the outside.
So watch this 11 car. He's trying to push. He's doing a great job of pushing Christopher Bell, but watch right here. At 37, puts it right on his right rear quarter panel, pulls him right off, the 47 car rather. That's just a side draft. That side draft slowed Denny Hamlin down and pulled him off of the 20. Now they got a big run on the outside.
We'll see what
On
Ricky
the
Stenhouse
apron!
Jr. does now that he has cleared the field. The 9
16 is
also
on stage
as
2.
well as
Ricky
the
Stenhouse
2.
didn't back to
All
believe.
3 of those cars have cleared the
Oh
inside
god, I'm
line.
nervous
Will they
again.
go down in front of it?
Chase Elliott's right behind. The
As we watch the
47,
battling up front, the
Sonny
skies
D.
on up turns 1
Camaro.
and 2 have darkened up a little bit. The radar looks like another shower is coming at lap 105. This race would be official. You see at the top of the screen that dark cloud. This late in the day, I don't know if they would continue, and the drivers are racing like it.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. out front. Elliott running second. Here comes the 20 of Bell once again.
Look at Bell.
He's got help from Denny Hamlin.
So surprising that Chase doesn't go down in front of that 20 car to take the momentum
Whoa.
that they had on the inside.
Bell on the apron again.
More than likely would have cleared.
Stenhouse is going to take the lead away from Christopher Bell. Stenhouse to the lead again. Alright. We got like 15 to go. In stage 2. Denny Hamlin just pushing his teammate, Christopher Bell.
Man, Denny Hamlin, when he wants to, can just shove that 20 out there.
Oh!
And he's got the confidence, I think, to push the car through the corner. Not a lot of guys are doing that.
Wow.
Not a lot of guys have the experience. He almost turns the 20 into the outside wall.
Oh god.
Little bobble there.
Wait, now Bowen's going to get eliminated
We
after
talked to
this short
Christopher Bell
wall.
earlier this
Wait.
week. He said, you know, I got to
Oh god, Bell to the lead!
I'm willing to help.
Oh,
I'm willing to help my
but
teammates, whatever we need to do.
Stop.
Christopher Bell
Stop
coming in,
getting
he was at the
chased
bottom
sideways.
of the
Don't
list,
direct him.
needing the most points to get
Side
out
by
of
side.
the cellar in these playoff standings.
Just keep your eye on that 20 car. He has made a comment on the radio that his car does not drive well with cars on the outside of him. So with Denny Hamlin pushing him, and also cars on the outside, that last 3 and 4, he drove in the corner. He did not stay on the bottom. The car washed up the
Bell
racetrack.
back to the lead.
He's going to have to be able to drive that car where he wants to. Look at this big run right here.
Oh my god, Stenhouse back to the lead.
Will the 9
How does he
clear the
keep
20?
taking
Very
back
close
these
to
leads?
doing that.
Dang, sneaky
I
Stenhouse.
think this help from the 2 is going to clear the 9
God,
car,
I'm
but he's
scared
gonna
again.
stick with Stenhouse
Coming
in
up
that
on
top
13 to
line.
go in stage number 2.
Really impressed with this
Look at
bike.
Bell.
Doing his
Look
well
at
in
Bell.
there. They're not quite close together. Look at that outside line, all bumper to bumper. But this inside line with Denny Hamlin aggressively pushing this 20 car is keeping up.
Oh my god, I'm so scared. Oh god. 14 to go. Here we go. Like I said, Stenhouse back to the lead here at Talladega.
On both sides of the car.
Oh god.
Do they stay in the middle? Where do these 2 and now 3 cars go?
Oh my god. Going up on top to go. Oh. Look at Bubba. Bubba Wallace. Ah!
A big shove from Kurt Busch. Bell also clearing the 11 of
Look at Bubba. Come on. Bubba Wallace. Come on. Come on.
Now leading that outside line.
Oh my god, the pack free wide lane is messed up. Oh, Chase almost caused in the third big one. Oh, Cooper's is gonna take the lead. Cooper's! Oh my god! Oh my god, he's all by himself into the lead. Oh my god, don't go like I said again. Oh my god!
He's gonna stay on the bottom right here.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Cooper's is gonna block! Oh my god! Oh my god, he wants it! Oh my god! I'm not gonna press the record button! Oh my god!
Once again,
I am not!
the 2 cars, the 20 and the
Christopher
11.
Bell! Oh my god, Denny Owens is pushing by 24 far away from the pack. Dude, Bell and Hamlin are pulling away from the field. Oh, Kurt Busch! Big move! Big move by Kurt Busch! Oh my god. He's gonna take the lead!
Kevin Harvick
again.
now. He's got Stenhouse Jr. behind him pushing him.
Great racing here at Talladega. You're not going to miss a thing. We go NASCAR nonstop.
Oh my god. NASCAR nonstop. Oh my god. Kurt Busch is getting pushed down.
Hi, Cheryl. What got into you?
Love to go.
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. We've been doing it for American racing for over 50 years. Fuel your best.
go.
You're doing it wrong, man.
What's wrong with action figures?
Nothing, except buying them without Capital One shopping.
What's that, Samuel, Mr. L. Jackson?
Time to
Capital One
go.
shopping
Oh my
instantly
god.
sets
Oh! Oh my god! Jeez!
Just download
Jesus
it.
Christ, Harvick!
Oh, you're my hero.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
You like it?
Oh!
I
Oh!
like that miniature.
Harvick!
Capital One shopping.
Oh!
It's kind of genius.
What's in your wallet?
I don't say it like that, Devin.
These are the people who work on the
Oh! Oh! Good push! Oh my god! He saved it!
that's built right. That's why we created
That was over the apron again.
the advanced network and technology for first responders. Built
Good
on
push
America's
back to the
most
lead.
reliable network. Built for real interoperability.
Oh my god!
For 5G. It's America's #1 network in public safety. Verizon Frontline. Built right for first responders.
This next step for me is for every kid out there with a
Oh my
dream.
god. 9 to go in
Face challenges,
stage 2.
but
Good
trust
push
me,
back to the
no
lead.
matter what, keep pushing.
For the Bills and the Chiefs. With these quarterbacks, the only way to settle this is to air it out.
Let's go.
Bills, Chiefs, Sunday Night Football on NBC and Peacock. The Roval has
Bubba Wallace is gonna take the lead.
What could
Again.
possibly go wrong? Everything.
Good push back to the lead. Oh, Bubba Wallace!
Sunday on NBC.
Under 8 laps to go in stage 2 of the Yellowwood 500 Talladega Super Speedway. Now it's Kurt Busch and the 23 of Bubba Wallace fighting it out for the lead.
Rick, the moves are getting bolder. The intensity
Let's go.
picking up on pit road. Why? Listen on the radio.
Oh! My god, we almost wrecked. Coming up on 7 to go. Bubba Wallace leads here at Talladega. Whoa.
It's just 7 to go.
Put the block on the low lane of Kurt Busch.
Joey Logano almost wrecked on the front straightaway there a few seconds ago. Big save. Everybody had to lift. Look at it, separated everybody.
Look at the activity strain out of Joey Logano.
Here we go.
16. That's out of a 1 to 21 scale. His heart rate, 148. Logano, the second car on that outside line.
Kurt Busch.
The 47 and 24 is on the tandem.
Kurt Busch will be
You got
teammates.
2 cars clear to the
Bubba
top.
next
37
year.
and 17 is
Is that
non-existent
loyalty
up there
start
right now.
today?
It broke apart. Room in front of Brad.
Will he stay cemented right there
Wide
behind
open
his
in front.
23 car? Trying to keep this inside line going. Trying
6
to
to
keep themselves
go.
organized.
Come on, Bubba.
Only 6 to go in stage 2. A little bit of movement on that outside line. Here comes the 2 of Keselowski. He's been strong all day.
Oh, God. I'm scared.
Talking rain.
Oh, no. That only makes this intensity
Oh.
even more. What the driver just got told right there is this thing's going to end any second. The cell's right on top of us. This could be for the race win. Do what you
Coming
got
up on
to
5 to
do.
go. Oh, Bubba. Good job. Good job on that big block, Bubba.
Covering that outside line. What does Brad Keselowski do? He's going to continue to push the 23. They're getting
Good job, Bubba Wallace. Good job, bro.
Logano's going to have a huge run here.
Food.
Bubba Wallace
A
do
good
now?
block.
Under 5 laps to go. Here comes the 22 of Logano.
Oh, my God. Oh.
The outside line's going to have some.
Oh, my God. Here comes Good Pusher.
Back bumper the 23. Here comes Logano.
What does Bubba Wallace do right here? Is he going to make this block? Is he going to stay in the bottom lane? Right now, he doesn't have to make a decision, but he's getting ready to. Here comes a big push for Logano.
Oh, place in the wall. Oh, my God. And he takes out Bowden Di Mattino. Big crash.
Comes out. And fire coming out of the back of the 24.
Oh, Byron! Oh, Mega Man! Oh no, Mega Man, if you're watching this.
Has had so much speed in these playoffs, but just things have not gone his way.
Alternator switch on.
See the flames continue to roll out from
Right front's knocked off of it, man.
behind the 24.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm on fire.
Window net down. You see William Byron rapidly getting out of that car as the AMR safety crew immediately to him.
So now William Byron and his teammate Alex Bowman both going to the roller next week, most likely in a must-win situation.
Take a look at what happens with Ryan Preece in the 37.
Please.
He's going to get a push down the back straightaway from the 17 car. A lot of cars lock bumpers, and he just turns him right. He gets into the back of the 22. This car moves a little bit left, and it spins him back to the right.
Almost the same situation we saw in the wreck before. A big push from behind, then they get together. Right here, he gets into the back of Logano, and now he's still getting pushed from Busher, and around he goes. You know, Busher just can't judge when to quit pushing because you can't see. You don't know that Preece is up against the car in front of him. It's a great shot of it right here. Right there, they make contact, and there's Busher still pushing, and around Preece goes. Had to Benedetto in this wreck also.
Yeah, 21 to 24, nowhere to go at the back of the pack. Chase Elliott was back there as well. He sees it coming. He's able to get slowed down and go to the bottom of the racetrack.
So much cleanup that's going to take place from what happened here. This stage is going to end under caution.
We got raindrops on the windshield of the booth.
Hey, folks, think about what could happen here. Bubba Wallace in front of this field. We're at a very large racetrack. We know from yesterday it takes about 2 hours to dry the track if it's completely lost, and sunset is at 6:30. If all of these things happen, Bubba Wallace could get his first ever Cup Series win at Talladega.
Well, before, this isn't a Bubba Wallace and his team what they're talking about.
Rain like hell, baby, come on! Oh, it's pouring over here, pouring. Pouring, it's dark, can't see anything, whatever you need.
You know, the difference this time, guys, the last time it rained in 1 and 2. Just in 1 and 2, but right now it looks like it's raining all the way around the racetrack.
Can we mention at the halfway point it became official? If for some reason they weren't able to continue on with the race, already now 117 laps complete. The rain coming down a little bit harder. Bubba Wallace has worked his tail off to get out front of the field.
I think the one question that I would have if I was a playoff driver right now, and this is to Letarte possibly to help out, is does this end the stage? Are they going to run to the end of the stage? Will we get to pit road before the end of the stage? How will they award these stage points to these playoff drivers if we're not able to complete the laps?
So right now the race would be official if this race didn't continue. So I expect the cars to come down pit road, be stopped under red condition. That is now the running order. That is how the cars are scored. And if this race is called and your car inside the top 10, you will receive the race points and stage 2 points. So that top 5 run for Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, Christopher Bell in 5th, that's like a double whammy. I mean, 5th, Christopher Bell's going to get his bucket full from stage 2 without even needing to see the finish of it and get the end of the race. So this sprint to the finish that ended up in an accident, very vital for these playoff cars.
The intensity was picking up on the racetrack. They knew that the possibility of rain was out there. Now the field, who has been put in line based upon the loops when the caution came out, that's the way they would line them up. They will be brought down onto pit road now and stopped, and we will see how long the rain is going to be here and how long it would take to dry this racetrack to get it restarted before darkness tonight.
We saw the radar, and this doesn't look like a small pop-up cell. This is built into something rather large, a couple miles long. There you
Booty
see.
Bark, we saw Booty up there on top of the pit box, and normally he's pretty laid back. We're seeing him move forward and back a little bit, like he's a little anxious about what might happen.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I'd be nervous too.
Well, what a day it would be for Bubba Wallace and Booty Barker. That's Booty right there.
On TV, I can see it. Breathe.
Breathe.
That's no stress now.
And that was Bubba. He was looking at the big screen.
When you talk about the hard work Bubba Wallace put in, that bottom was kind of moving with Christopher Bell and Denny Hamlin, and then we saw Kurt Busch get into it, and then working that third line, Bubba Wallace, then moved down to the middle. I didn't think that was where he wanted to be. He absolutely knew what he was doing, because you see right here, yeah, Rain some
Come on, Rain.
He has a couple seconds in his
Red
career.
flag.
And taking this, you know, listen, he took this ride for Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan, this 2311 Racing, and brought some big partners on board. You see McDonald's, DoorDash on his uniform. Been working hard at the craft. It has not been a smooth year. It's been up and down. There have been times where he's been frustrated with the speed. They haven't quite had some of the handling at some of the tracks. Always has been a very good restrictor plate racer. He proved it again today.
And an influential person in this sport. Bubba Wallace, an African-American driver, the last African-American driver to win a race at the highest level, Wendell Scott. This could be just the second ever in NASCAR history.
This situation he's in right now, raining, you're sitting there thinking, okay, can they get it started again? You want to believe they can't, right? But until you hear them say it, you don't believe it. And you're hoping it rains. Just keep raining, man. Just keep raining. Don't give them a chance to
I
drive
think
this
Bubba
racetrack.
Wallace
It's a
might just be the
nervous time.
winner.
We've seen Bubba Wallace grab a football under rain delays, and he'll go throw the football up into the crowd and just have a little bit of fun.
Think about the winners in this, this weekend. The Truck Series race, the Xfinity race, first timers, Brandon Brown, Tate Fogelman, and possibly another first-time winner in the Cup Series. I mean, this racetrack has such a unique history of producing Cinderella stories and amazing first-time winners.
Bubba Wallace, a couple years ago, finished second in the Daytona 500. And when he went in for the media to talk to him in the media center, he got very emotional because his mother was in there, his family was in there, and he knew that that was almost a win for him. At the time, the organization he was running for, he thought this is an incredible finish. I can't imagine what the emotions will be if this race becomes official and Bubba Wallace gets his first ever Cup Series win.
He's trying his hardest not to let himself think about that right now, because it's easy to do when you're in this situation. Man, what if it rains? We got the wind. I've been in that situation where they drive the track, you go back racing, and you can't allow yourself to feel like it got taken away from you. You just have to hang in there and wait this out, Marty.
Let's chat with him. How the nerves, Bubba?
I don't want to talk. Oh,
I'm
a big believer in, when you get like a tire vibration or you feel something go wrong, I'm a big believer in don't talk about it, it won't happen. And so I want it to rain. I want that to happen, but as far as it being official, I'm not going to talk about it. We still got a lot of laps left, so super proud of everybody on this McDonald's Toyota Camry. We've been a decent plate racer, and I told my team I want to be one of those good plate racers this go around, and Freddie did a hell of a job up on the roof to get us this far. Appreciate Brad there pushing us. Me and Ryan played ping pong with Joey and Tom, his dad, last night, and they beat us, and so I owe them some money if we do win.
So, how are the nerves right now? Are you calm inside?
Yeah, no, it takes a lot for me to get excited, so I'm good.
All right, Bubba Wallace saying it takes a lot for him to get excited. And now the waiting begins. Jeff, I seem to remember a young man named Jeff Burton trying to win the Southern 500 in the same exact position as Bubba Wallace right now.
Marty, and I can promise you, once they give you that trophy, it's yours. It doesn't matter if it rained or not. It's yours. You're the winner. So Yeah, it is a nerve-wracking time.
I love this approach, though. He's going to race until they tell him it's over. He's not ready to, he would love to win this race, but he's going to go talk to Denny Hamlin. They're going to continue to see if this thing restarts, what we have to do. You have to continue to keep battling. So right here is a great replay. You see the wreck behind. The 23 of Bubba Wallace clearly ahead by a good margin. This, once again, we went through this yesterday, so this is to the loop lines. We aren't using cameras. NASCAR sees the last loop line passed by lead lap cars under green. That's where the cars will be scored. And I think it's pretty clear that Bubba Wallace was far ahead. Chase Elliott, he's like, I'm going to get to congratulate him early because I look at the sky and it's pouring down rain at a place that's 2.66 miles around. It's taken multiple hours to dry it in the past, and here we are closing in on 3 o'clock local time.
Yeah. We know sunset here is 6:30. Ryan Blaney, very good friends with Bubba Wallace. You just saw Chase Elliott come over, very good friends with Bubba Wallace. And guys, I want to look back at a year ago when the entire garage rallied around Bubba Wallace here at this racetrack. They pushed his car to the front. They walked with him. They stood with him. Again, it was a racial slander in the garage that Bubba Wallace was glad to have the entire garage surround him and support him. The King was there with him, Richard Petty. And now Bubba Wallace is waiting. The potential for his first ever win. Right now in the hands of the weather.
Alabama native. I mean, if you're going to win, why not win in your home state, right? I mean, that's the whole idea is it's just so tough. This sport, Junior, Jeff, you guys both know. I mean, it's so hard to win races at this level. And it's so up and down, right? There's way more downs than up. I mean, a lot more losses than wins, regardless of how good your season is.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you take them however you get them. I think if Bubba is declared the winner, I think you look back at those last several laps, that all the work he did to get himself in that position, and you'd be proud of that. Man, I worked hard. I made these right moves. When the rains came, I was the one leading the race. Whether it's fuel mileage, hey, we did the work. We put the work in to put ourselves in position to win that race. However it happens, I take a lot of pride in it, and the trophy matters just as much as any other. Especially your first win.
Especially, Junior, in this situation, the entire field was talking about rain. The entire field was talking about it. We got to go. It's going to rain. It's right on top of us. And so everybody had to make a move. They all knew they were potentially racing to the end. It wasn't like Bubba was out there and all of a sudden it started raining. They all knew it was coming, and they all started building a strategy of how to get to the front. And Bubba did it better than the rest.
I mentioned we showed that we all stand with Bubba, or I stand with Bubba in the grass. It was a garage pole that was tied in such a manner that obviously didn't look good. Everyone was rallying around Bubba at Talladega here, and now once again it seems as though the entire field is rallying around Bubba here for potentially his first win.
Well, it reminded me, I was thinking his Toyota teammate standing behind him, and then it landed. Well, it's also his car. Denny Hamlin has an opportunity to go to victory lane as a team owner. This is takes a big gamble. I don't care if Michael Jordan is your team partner or your co-owner. A huge gamble to start a race team. Denny Hamlin has taken that gambled on Bubba Wallace. This would be a big day for both Bubba Wallace, Denny Hamlin, 2311 Racing.
Yeah, they carry a lot of momentum into the offseason with the addition of Kurt Busch to that team next year. They're building a program that they want to be proud of, and to lead this season as winners, it'd be a massive difference in the organization, just the whole temperature and the culture in the garage.
And the other thing that comes into play, this was a one-car team this year. It's going to be a two-car team next year. When everyone was asking them, what are your goals for this year? Well, Michael Jordan immediately said, well, I want to win. We want to be a team that can win. And Denny stepped back and said, you know what, we want to improve from week to week to week. And I think we've seen Bubba Wallace especially improve on the super speedways. He's already finished second at a super speedway earlier this year. Now the possibility exists as he's holding holding the umbrella for Denny, that he could get his first win, and this organization could get a win.
Well, I can tell you what Bubba Wallace doesn't want to see right now is that. That right there. He does not want to see jet dryers on the track. Nascar's going to try everything they can to get this race in. It's still raining right now, though. I don't know that you can't run these jet dryers when it's still raining, but they are positioned, ready to roll.
Yeah, it's just a situation just like yesterday where they had to call the race. It felt super early to have to make that call, but they just didn't have enough time in daylight to complete the entire race. NASCAR knows about what it'll take to finish this one, how much time they have, and they'll know when they need to get this track dry, need to get it started to be able to finish the event.
The heaviest rain right now is on the south side of the track, which is in turns 1 and 2. It continues to rain there. We're under a red flag condition. Bubba Wallace out front here at Talladega.
Five-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
I need to try it first.
Is it too early to start celebrating Halloween? Well, if you're celebrating by eating Reese's, then no. You're actually late. Not sorry, Reese's.
Talladega, Alabama, and Talladega Super Speedway under a red flag condition. The cars have all been brought down to pit road. We look at what happened with Alex Bowman here earlier in the race. Look how close the 23 is to this. Right there, he's able to clear the back bumper of the 48. He goes through unscathed, and now he sits in front of the field here at Talladega waiting out the rain. And just moments ago, Parker caught up with Alex Bowman.
Alex Bowman was at the front of the field when he was turned by the 47, Ricky Stenhouse. What did you feel inside the car? Was the bump just too aggressive there?
Yeah, it just dumped over on the left rear and turned us around real bad. So, bummer for the Ally 48 team. Obviously had a fast car. We were leading there, and that's just super speedway racing, the box that we're put in by these racetracks. So, you'll have that. Bummed to have a torn-up race car, but move on, go try to win the Roval.
You're in a must-win position now to be able to advance in the playoffs. What kind of, does that alleviate some pressure, make it simple? You got to go out there and win, and do you think you can get it done?
I feel like, we were pretty buried anyway, and everybody's going to run pretty good, so it was a must-run really well situation anyway, so it doesn't really change much. We go every week to win, so we'll go do our best to make that happen.
Obviously, I was disappointed getting wrecked here at Talladega.
Take a look at the Cup playoff standings presented by Xfinity, and you hear the cars roaring around the racetrack during that interview. I've had to give a few of those, and there's no or disappointment in a driver when you're standing there and you hear the rest of the field continue the race. That is pretty brutal.
Equally brutal, 51 points below the cut line right now for Alex Bowman. Byron also below the cut line by 43 points. And let's hear from Byron. Parkersville.
William Byron released from the infield care center here at Talladega, involved in that wreck with the 37 Ryan Priest. He was coming down the track to just have nowhere to go.
Yeah, I don't know. He was just coming down the track, and I was kind of trying to run a third lane and just part of Talladega. So go to the roll and try to win that one and advance it that way.
You also had your teammate Alex Bowman, who got knocked out there into turn 3. You're both now basically in a must-win position. How do you tackle that?
So yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna have to turn it off.
Just like we did at Bristol, I think try to do